Hi there, and welcome to the Coffee with Christine and Goose show. I'm your host, Christine DeGennaro, and I'm joined by my pet duck named Goose. Together, we're here to motivate and inspire you with uplifting daily messages. Grab a cup of tea or coffee, and let's get started with your daily dose of love and caffeination. Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you're here with us. I'm Christine DeGennaro, the host of the Coffee with Christine and Goose show. My co-host Goose is hanging out over here in the corner, all tucked in and taking a nap. So today we're talking about smart ideas for attracting universal abundance like a duck. So if you are new here and you've never been here before, I'm Christine DeGennaro, certified master life coach, motivational speaker, and author. And I'm here to show you how to live life with passion and purpose. Now, everything we do coming from our own experience, a little bit about our teachings, but we are coming to you with tips and tricks that we have found helpful. We're here to share advice. We are not the be all end all, but we are here to inspire and motivate you and encourage you to live your best life in whatever capacity that means to you. So this is for you if you are completely passionate about everything that you're doing, or if you are having trouble just even getting out of bed. We are here for everyone to just encourage you to live life a little bit better today. So what we like to do for the beginning of each episode is we love to pull a tarot card to give us different insight and perspective into how we're going to approach not only the podcast, but the whole rest of our day based on what the universe wants us to know about it. We talk about what's in our cup, and then we talk about the topic of the day. So this whole week, we've been talking about abundance, and we've been diving in on how to call it in. Now, if you don't know already, Goose is a pet duck. He has been instrumental in my mental health. He has been almost like an emotional support animal. He's helped me grow and learn so much about living by caretaking for him and his 7 other siblings. So we are hanging out and we're thinking like a duck today. So according to the cards, the Queen of Cups, that represents healing and connection. When I think of queen, I think of regal, I think of elegance, I think of confidence and skill. I think of being able to embrace all of who you are with that queenly poise and grace is probably a really good word. Poise and grace. So the universe wants us to take this from a viewpoint of connection and healing. So 10 smart ideas for attracting universal abundance like a duck it's one of my favorite topics because thinking like a duck has really changed my perspective. Before I dive into that, I always do this. I always jump ahead. Tell me what's in your cup. I am sipping Maxwell House coffee with coconut cream creamer from Coffee Mate, and it is one of my favorite combinations. My only other highest preference is Starbucks Veranda coffee, but right now we're sticking with the Maxwell House. It's what we have, and we always drink what we have until we're out. So that is what we are doing today. So that's what we have in our cup. I'd love to know, are you sipping coffee? Are you sipping tea? Or are you sipping something else? Maybe water, maybe it's Gatorade or a sports drink. Tell me what you're sipping this morning. So smart ideas for attracting universal abundance like a duck. One of the things that I have learned about ducks is that they live in the moment. Ducks aren't worried about the next attack, where they're going to get their food from. They just have learned to expect it. And if they don't receive it, they go look for it. And it's cool to be able to see them. If they're hungry, they go and they find worms. If they are hot, they go and they jump in the pool. If they're thirsty, they go and they get a drink. And there's always an action based on what they need at the moment. And the really cool thing is no one's told them how to do this. So each moment they're living moment by moment. And if you've ever taken some time and like actually watched a duck, watched an animal, it doesn't have to be a duck, but we just have that for point of reference. But it can be any animal, like a dog or a cat or a bird out in the wild, or, a farm animal videos, sitting there and just watching them in their moments, how much they seem to thoroughly enjoy what's going on. Whether they're turning around and they're licking their butt or they're taking a bath. I love watching ducks take a bath because they are just so thoroughly enjoying cleaning themselves. And it's just, I don't know, there's something so peaceful about watching an animal just preen itself and take care of itself and clean itself. It's pretty cool. But the one thing that they do is they have fun. Have you ever watched a duck splashing in the pool? It is so much fun to watch. And the same thing with a puppy chewing her bone or a horse playing in their water. Like, animals do so much stuff from the moment. And that is something I want to impart on you, is I want you to call in abundance by having more fun. And that seems silly and that seems counterintuitive, but I promise you that is one of the best and easiest ways that I have found has helped manifest incredible things in my life, is just really taking a few moments to enjoy the moment. Now, another thing that I've definitely noticed for being able to call in abundance and from doing it from a duck standpoint is constantly upgrading. So this doesn't look like going out and spending your last dollar on a Louis Vuitton purse or shoes. It doesn't look like going on excessive trips and putting yourself in debt. This looks like, for a duck, finding a cozy place to sleep in the coop during a cold night, or finding the coolest spot in the yard on a hot summer day next to the pool. There are small little upgrades that you can do. Now, one of the things too that we do that I find myself always doing as a caretaker is that I'm always looking for ways to improve the coop, improve the structure, improve the soundness, improve the aesthetics, and improve the efficiency of the systems that we have. We've gone from hauling water buckets every day during winter to being able to streamline it to using the hoses. Now, there's still a process to hook up the hose because we have issues, but each day we're trying to find ways to improve it and make it better, improve it and make it better. And the same thing goes for you in your mindset when it comes to abundance. When you feel good about the things that you do, the things that you have, the things that you own, the things that you feel represent you, the better you feel about those, the better you're going to feel, period. And the more abundance is going to come in. So that looks like buying that really nice shirt, even if it costs just a few extra dollars, if you really, really like it and it makes you feel good. It looks like exchanging your wallet and buying a new one that makes you feel really nice and fancy. It means going and getting your nails done as opposed to doing the glue-ons. There's small little things that you can do to do minor upgrades. One of our favorite ones, one of my mentors mentioned this, and I thought that this was fantastic, is buy yourself new underwear. Even if there's nothing else that happens with your wardrobe, when you feel put together underneath your clothing, it triggers something that that you're matching all the undergarment and you're getting ready to rock whatever is getting ready to happen in your life. And it's cool because it's just that little mental adjustment that needs to take place. And let's be real, who doesn't like classy and efficient? Okay? Classy, practical, and efficient. All right. So last tip for a smart idea for attracting universal abundance like a duck is give time, money, or things. So if you're going to try to approach this from a duck perspective, this looks like spending time with your flock. This looks like the females of the flock giving their eggs. This, because we all know eggs are currency at this point in time, and we know that if you've got eggs, you're rolling in currency. And then this also looks like being able to share the things around you. So oftentimes ducks will share a nest. Oftentimes they'll gather other ducks' feathers to create a nest. So one duck is giving their feathers, intentionally or unintentionally, to create a home for other babies. So when you give things, whether it's intentional, whether it's just a natural byproduct of what is naturally occurring in your life, doing and giving to others is one of the best ways to create abundance. And the trick of it is to do it because it feels good to do it. You feel better, you feel lighter by going and volunteering at the local shelter, or making a donation when you're at the grocery store, or going and donating any items that you no longer use to a good cause, whether it's Goodwill or a local thrift store, or we have a thrift store nearby that sponsors people who are undergoing hardship. So anytime we make a donation, we always try to donate our used items to that thrift store. And by doing that, it makes you feel good. And when you do it because you feel good, instead of feeling obligated, instead of feeling like you have a responsibility, you have to do it, that creates more abundance. And it's a beautiful thing to see. All right. So creating abundance like a duck is actually pretty easy. And it's stuff that you probably already knew, but just didn't think about it from the duck perspective. So that being said, I would love to know what ideas came to mind for you today. What are you going to do to start manifesting like a duck? What are you going to do to start attracting universal abundance like a duck? Are you going to just take a few moments to spend time in the moment? Are you going to find a small and inexpensive way to upgrade, or finally buy that shirt that you really wanted that you know looks good on you? Or are you going to make a decision and go through some things and donate some old clothing, or make a small donation to the local charity, or maybe you can volunteer and help someone in the yard, the next door neighbor. There's so many things that you can do, and I would love to hear what ideas you came up with and what things you've done to spread all that good and delicious abundance. And then I want to hear what happens as a result. Very curious. All right. So speaking of manifesting in abundance, Goose and I are going to be hosting a manifesting workshop on March the 27th of 2023. The event itself is going to go live. We're going to do 2 workshops a day, and then we're going to host that once a month. So you guys are more than welcome to register, and we're really excited about it. It's $22 US to register, but it's a once and done kind of thing if you choose, but you can show up for both of the workshops, or you can show up and you'd be able to sign up for next month as well. So as many workshops as you want to come to, they are going to be running once a month for $22 each. But the whole point of it is it's going to be a one and done kind of thing. You come in, you let us know, we get clear on what you want to manifest, and then you can leave it at the doorstep when we close out the class. Or we can give you a couple things that you can do in the meantime while you're waiting for your thing to manifest. But we get clear on what manifesting is, how to do it. We're going to set it, and then we're going to forget it. And we're going to watch what happens when you do it that way. Okay? So it's really exciting, super excited. The link is down in the description if you guys want to join us. We're really excited about this. It's going to be fun. Now, as always, our podcasts are Goose approved. What does this mean? This means that Mr. Goose has listened to it. He gives his feather of approval and says, that's everything I want to share with all of our wonderful listeners. Now, if you love what we're doing, please make sure you're liking, loving, sharing, subscribing, doing all the things, following us all the places. Anywhere that we are is listed in our description below. So make sure that you are following us anywhere where you are and where you'll be able to take us with you. Now, we also offer, if you know someone who has a birthday, an anniversary, a special life celebration, or just someone who wants an uplifting message, maybe a new voicemail or a ringtone, let us know, because if you make a small donation, we'll be happy to customize a message just for you at your request. This can be anything of your choosing. Obviously, we try to keep it G-rated, but we do want to make sure that you guys are able to spread love and joy, and you guys are getting the messages that you personally need to hear. So if you want your own personal Goose-approved message, make sure to click the link anywhere on this page, and it should be able to take you right to making a small donation for your own personal message by Goose. So I am so thankful to have had you here with us today. This podcast has been Goose-approved, and we are very glad that you are here for your daily dose of love and caffeination. We hope you go and live today with the utmost of passion, and we can't wait to talk to you tomorrow about comforting affirmations. We're going to be going over beautiful affirmations that you can take with you throughout your day tomorrow. So that'll be lucky St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. So thank you all so much for listening. Go and live with passion. Thanks again.